I said it at the beginning. It's not an acrobatic Silky. It's not an evil eye. I didn't really feel too much, I suppose. Like I had like a little feeling, like a spark inside of my heart, but then it was soon snuffed out by the weight of the world.
I quite like this episode, just in general. This is like a little more scary for me than watching like the summer Hikaru died. Because like the feeling of powerlessness is probably what I'm most afraid of. And like losing control of a situation. It's probably why I don't like camping. Because you're just out there fighting the fucking elements. What if a bear decides to just, beat your ass?
There's ways to counteract that. You just got to be prepared.
Yeah, with bear mace and ready to kick it in the balls. But yeah, I like this show. And I like this season. I know that the animation's not as great as it was.
Yeah.
But
I feel like everything is subpar to season 1. Animation, story elements, character development, everything is like a shittier version of season 1, in my opinion. Here we go. Kaiju number 8, season 2, episode 4. The first 60 seconds is a replay from episode 3 of Kafka rocket punching the fucking ant, Kaiju 9, ant. After Kafka rocket punches Kaiju number 9, all the resurrected ants start to disappear and the crew cleans up. And Isao is like, the new generation continues to do things I never thought possible and to make them look easy. Isao is like, everyone, good job. And Shinomiya is all teary-eyed because her dad praised her, and she says to continue to secure the area and civilian safety is their top priority. Narumi is thinking something isn't right, and it flashes back to Kaiju number 9 saying he wants to kill and take Kafka's power, and thinks that it had some other goal, and then the monster alarm goes off again. Kaiju number 9's mangled body starts talking and is like, I wasn't able to kill you, but I'm going to achieve my other goal, and he's going to take that Kaiju's power. It then cuts to the control room, and one of the scientists turns into Kaiju number 9, and he says he found Kaiju number 2, and the person who uses it, meaning Isao. And now everyone is rushing back to base since the attack was a decoy. Everyone evacuates, and Isao suits up, and Kaiju number 9 says that he can't believe Beta and Gamma fell so quickly, and they should have been as strong as he was before he shed his skin. So now Kaiju number 9 has like black skin because he's evolved, and then Beta and Gamma were the two other Kaiju number 9s that were in the ants, I assume, and the ones that Kafka and Narumi fought. So now Kaiju number 9 is pulling some like 9,000 IQ chess moves here or something.
The whole thing with this is, I get it that it's hard to really gauge how powerful Kaiju number 9 is in the grand scheme of things. We know that he can evolve. It's been strange, over the first season watching Kaiju number 9, but I don't mind this because they did show in season 1 how it could take the form of humans, and the 9D chess play of like, okay, well, I need to infiltrate the defense force to defeat the defense force. This is the way I'll do it. I'll find one of the scientists or something, and probably worked his way up the ladder over the course of season 1. It doesn't need to be explained because it's assumed that he had all these powers because we found out before.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with this part, as you said, because it was explained that he could take the appearance of humans. Like we saw it multiple times. And I think at the end of season 1, he was literally playing chess, like 900 different games of chess all at once, like on the computer with Kaiju number 10, I think, just hanging out in the room, and they were just playing online chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all makes sense. But anyway, Isao was like, I thought I prepared for this, but you evolved faster than I expected. And they punch each other's punches. And the other director guy says that the 3rd Division's report says Kaiju number 9 is an 8.5. And Isao should be able to deal with it. But then it punches Isao's left arm broken. So they matched punches, and then it broke Isao's arm. Kaiju number 9 goes in for the kill, but Isao is like, nah, and powers up. And has flashbacks of Shinomiya, and he's like, I'm going to take you down right here. One of the other scientist guys is like, Isao, the area has been evacuated, and you gotta get out too. And he's like, nah, it can track my location. You get out. And the scientist guy has a montage of looking up to Isao his whole life. And he's like, my job is to help you take down the enemy. And I'm not leaving. And he's like, I bet.
The fuck is that tent on his counter, by the way? Is that like a thing in Japan?
Yeah. Not just Japan. But maybe it's a more Asian thing where they have food prepared and they put that over it, the food, so like bugs don't get into it.
Okay.
Isao unleashes the power of his weapon, and the scientist guy says using a kaiju power at its full strength takes years off the wielder's life. But the power it gives makes you equal to a Dai Kaiju in human form. And they trade punches again, but it's still not enough. Kaiju number 9 is like, oh yeah, this power's sick. I want. But then Isao continues to fight and unleashes squadron-style combat technique number 4, Rising Blast, into technique number 1, Barrage Blast, and punches Kaiju number 9's head off. But then Kaiju number 9 is like, sick power, bro, and then its headless body starts to punch Isao. Isao is getting fucked, and he says it's strong, and each strike reminds him of ... And I assume he means Kafka from when he went crazy. Isao says he has grown weak, and there's no trace of the strength he had when he stood with his wife. And then Kaiju number 9 punches him in the chest, and scientist guy is trying to divert power of the suit on his laptop, but Isao is fucked, and scientist guy can't fix the suit fast enough. And they won't make it in time for Kafka and Narumi to get there. Isao was like, nah, we're taking it down, Kurusu, who is the scientist guy. And if we have to go on the defensive for only a moment, we're going to lose. So put everything into offense. And Kurusu is like, he's moving the muscles from one arm to the other. And he's like, you'll never be able to fight again if you do that. Isao was like, that's fine. Our defense force has already raised up an incredible new generation. And all that's left for him is this battle, this moment. And all he has to do is take down Kaiju number 9, even if it costs him his life.
I thought this animation was sick, by the way.
Yeah, it was okay.
Like, when the lightning's taking over his body, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucking sick, dog.
It was okay. Yeah, it was fine. He remembers his wife, and he's like, just like you did with Kaiju number 6 on that fateful day. But then Kaiju number 9 teleports in front of him, and Nothing Personnel kids him, Goomba punches him on the top of the head. And I wrote, this feels like how I feel about life right now. Just getting Goomba punched on the top of my noggin.
Hell yeah.
Isao has a flashback to his wife in Shinomiya, and he's like, join the defense force, huh? And Hikari is like, I never thought I'd hear her say that. Hikari is his wife, by the way. And Isao is like, yeah, she was born to this family, so not a surprise. Hikari is conflicted since it's a dangerous job, but that's what she really wants. She's going to train her right, even if she gets hurt. So she has the strength to survive, so it will be Isao's job to spoil her. As we know, he did a really shitty job of that.
He also says that too.
Yeah, he does say that. He does say that, yeah.
I like, okay, this whole interaction, this is where it like pulls at the heartstrings because like he lost his wife early. You have to imagine this dude, all he wants to do is be the strongest. He finds someone that he actually cares about, wants to fight for, you know, probably other than his family, creates a family of his own. And then he's like probably scared that he's going to lose all of it and then does. It's like, this was just like, man, fuck, that's brutal, man. Like, fuck, dude. Isao as a character, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Greg's just like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck. His muscles were too strong, I guess.
No, he was a cool guy. I mean, yeah, he was fine. It cuts back to Isao and Kaiju number 9, and he thinks that he was never able to do any of the things a father should do for his daughter. So at least with this one strike, he will be able to eliminate this threat. So in her future, it won't exist. Kurusu is like, oh shit, a directed energy attack. And then the other commander dude is like, this is Kaiju number 9's main burst, the one that wiped out Sapporo. And if a human body used it, they wouldn't survive. Isao exposes the main core of Kaiju number 9, And Kaiju number 9 is like, sick, bro. Well, good thing I prepared for this. And Kurisu is like, he's changing his body to full defense. And Isao uses a second blast. And Kaiju number 9 is like, oh, wait, a human shouldn't be able to do that. And then gets blasted. The smoke clears and Isao is standing there. But Kaiju number 9 is still alive. And he's like, damn, even my strengthened body got fucked. But oh well, this is the limit of a human. If you were a kaiju, I would have lost. And then starts to regenerate. And Isao is like, just one more blast. One more. And Kaiju number 9 is like, okay, Kaiju number 2, time to go back. And engulfs Isao's body. Narumi and Kafka get there. And they're like, oh, hey, Isao, we made it. But then Kafka is like, oh, no, that's not Isao. And then Isao turns and attacks them. And Kaiju number 9 has now taken over Isao. Then Shinomiya jumps in and is like, I don't believe it. And then Narumi unleashes his gun sword technique number 1, Eruption Slash. But Kaiju number 9 is like, yeah, whatever. The undodgeable attack you used on Beta, seen it before. Narumi has a flashback, and it's him and Isao wearing t-shirts from it-aesthetics.com, where both Narumi and Isao saved 10% by using promo code TABC10 on checkout. And they got two matching shirts that now Kaiju number 9 has absorbed. So I guess in turn, he also absorbed the 10% off discount that you can also get using the promo code TABC10 on checkout. Check out it-aesthetics. Whenever I segue, I just instantly lose the spot.
Yeah, you put zero space bars in there to like find your place. You just like immediately just start scrolling randomly.
That's how the segues work. When I see an opening, I strike, just like Kaiju number 9.
Yep.
Narumi has a flashback, and it's him and Isao talking. And Isao says that once he puts the strongest defense unit together, he's going to retire, and tells Narumi it's up to him to protect the defense force and the nation. Narumi is like, I'm going to kill this shit in your place, Isao. And Kaiju number 9 is like, no, thank you. I'm just going to leave. After I fuse with someone, I have a rejection response, so I'm going home. And Narumi is like, fuck that. And dragon dives Kaiju number 9. But he's like, your shit only works on small targets. If the defense is higher than your attack, then you suck. And he charges his mouth beam, but then Kafka tries to punch him, and he's like, nah, seen this too. I'm good, and now I know how to defeat you.
That's how
the episode ends. And credits roll, and we have the Hoshino cartoon again, and apparently Isao likes cats.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I didn't watch the cartoon. I did genuinely like the episode, though.
Yeah, it was fine.
I thought it was good.
It was okay.
I thought it was a good episode. The passing of the torch, solid. The new school group trying to come and fight to help, solid. Isao, they gave us a meaningful character that, you know, possibly gone forever, or at least potentially reappearing, you know, with his sheer willpower inside of the Kaiju number 9 or whatever.
I feel like it's going to come back. Yeah, like there's going to be a moment where he's going to cause like that 1 second opening that they're going to need to defeat him, sort of thing.
Yeah. So, okay, there's a quick reference, because in JJK, they have this trope where Gojo is like, Geto, I know you're still in there in some capacity. And then Geto grabs his own throat. I don't think they show it in the manga, but Gege actually says that it's just, God, I forgot his name. It's just the brain guy fucking with Gojo. It's literally, he's doing it as like a joke. It didn't mean anything. Geto's gone completely. So if they go down that route where Isao comes back, it will be pretty cliche, you know, like, oh, he's fighting back against the kaiju. It will make more sense for this show than I think it would for JJK. So I'm glad they ended up going that direction.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the passing of the torch thing is fine. I mean, they really telegraphed it, I guess I should say. Like with the Division 1 walking out all shonen like wafting hair and all this shit.
Yeah.
And this episode, like Isao hammered it home. He's like, new generation, new kids, like old people suck.
Yeah.
I suck. Kafka probably sucks because he's old. Everyone sucks except the new kids, right? I mean, that's fine. Like, I didn't have a problem with meaning behind the episode, but it was fine. I would say it's average.
I feel like the way that Dan does this similar, like the new generation taking hold and showing the old generation what's up, in this exact episode 4 does it better. But it still didn't make me not like Kaiju.
No, and I want to make it clear, it's not that I don't like Kaiju. I just don't think it's good compared to what it was in season 1. That's like the direct comparison. I guess if season 2 was season 1 and I knew nothing about Kaiju number 8 and this was the first time I'm seeing it, like, I think I would look at it a little better. But because you gave me whatever I gave Kaiju number 8, I think I gave it an 8 score season 1. So you gave me an 8 before, and now you're feeding me this. It's kind of like, man, that kind of sucks because, you know, you got my hopes up and then now you're giving me like a shittier version of what you gave me before. Unlike Dan, which they served me premium eats like Shizuku and then doubled down and gave me another premium eat.